What if your lifestyle design and productivity wasn't so scattered, but a custom built app for you, for your lifestyle and your habits? Today, we are building a life design app from idea to execution. I am Himanshu Sasdeva. For years, I've talked about lifestyle design. Today, we are going to use Google's Antigravity to turn those concepts into a functional web application. So let's start on the Mac. We will start working on anti-gravity. So here you can see anti-gravity is open, and I've already opened a folder from here and created it as lifestyle design app. Now we will start working with it. So I've created a few prompts already, which we will start with. So we will first plan what we want to build and then move further on the other tasks. So let me get the prompt for the logic building. So I'm asking it to, act as a system architect. I want to build a lifestyle architecture web app. The flow should be this: a morning onboarding flow with 3 reflection questions, a persistent journal component, a habit tracker with a 24-hour reset logic, and a daily manifestation and affirmation generator. Requirement: all data must be saved to local storage for privacy. Then task: create a logic flow artifact and a data artifact for this app. Do not write code yet. Show me the architecture. So we are starting out with our first agent. So we'll hit enter. So it has started already. Let's see how it moves. Meanwhile, I'll start working out the second prompt, which we will use as a second agent. But first we need to have a logic flow ready. So based on that, first we will approve it and then it will move further basically on the other task. So it is currently working and hopefully it will generate the implementation plan shortly. So as we can see, it has started creating the artifacts. It seems like it has created logic flow architecture.md file, and it is sort of creating the logic flow. First visit, onboarding complete, dashboard, daily reset. So we will accept this and then it will move further. It has created a lot of logic here: journal entry editor, then there is habit tracker, then there is reset logic algorithm, and then there is streak calculation logic, affirmation generation system. It has already created the flow a lot to my requirement. So now it has created data schema.md. Let's see what it looks like. So now we can see it has created the overview, global schema structure, user profile schema, onboarding data schema. So it has created a quite comprehensive schema already. So now it is saying that it has created a logic flow, data schema, and it is highlighting the architecture: 100% local storage, 100% local storage, no tracking, export capabilities, and smart 24 hours reset logic, personal affirmations, scalable data management, data flow summary, ready for implementation. So I've accepted all the changes in the file so that it saves these. So now I have copied another prompt which I will use: act as a lead developer based on the approved logic flow, initialize a Next.js project with Tailwind CSS, build the multi-step onboarding flow, use Framer Motion for smooth transitions between questions, implement the state management for local storage so that users' progress is saved even if they refresh. Execution: present an implementation artifact first before you execute. So we will hit enter. So now as you can see, it is saying perfect. As a lead developer, I'll create a comprehensive implementation plan for the Next.js Tailwind CSS plus Framer Motion onboarding flow with local storage persistence. Now it is further creating an implementation plan. So now it has created implementation plan MD file where it has provided the tech, Next.js, Tailwind, CSS, Framer Motion, LocalStorage, Lucid React, project structure, app components, lib public, onboarding flow, welcome screen, reflection questions, progress indicator, affirmation generation, key features, Framer Motion transitions, local storage, premium design, glass morphism card with backdrop blur, dark mode optimized, state management, timeline estimated, 60 minutes total, project initialization, design, core infrastructure components, and testing. So we will say accept. The plan is complete and ready for implementation. When you approve, I'll initialize this, say approve or build it to start implementation. So let's say approved. So it will now start the code generation, and it's first initializing the Next.js project. I've told it that I've approved. So the agent is running now and it is doing the Next.js setup. And now it is asking me to accept so that it can proceed for the Next.js implementation. Now it has moved further. Now it is initializing the Next.js project. I'll say accept. So it is going to give you some problem statements in case it finds that it needs an input from you. So you'll need to be a bit attentive here. So now it is installing the dependencies. So it has made it quite easy that, you can initiate a Next.js project with so much ease, and all the dependencies which it needs, it is installing them automatically. Okay, it seems like it has created the files. Now it has moved all these files into the project structure, and now it is installing the Framer Motion and Lucid React, etc. So you'll need to say accept on few more prompts. I've done just that. So now it is checking and trying to create the core infrastructure. So it is creating the TypeScript schema and core infrastructure. So we will accept the changes which it has done. Now it is creating the local storage manager. We'll say accept all. Now it is creating some more utility functions for affirmation generation and date handling. So it has created a lot more things like Tailwind part for custom theme, and created the globals.css, and it is now updating it to our custom design system. So I've accepted few more changes which it has done, like welcome screen it has created. So we have accepted the further changes. Accepted the reflection questions, progress indicator, etc. Those changes have been completed here. Now it is working further. So hopefully within few minutes we will see the application is built up with the basic functionality. After that we can go into the third step of refinement. So first we planned, then we executed, then we will refine. So now it has started to create the main onboarding page that ties everything together. So now it has created the remaining things. We will accept, and the application has been created. Now it is asking us to start the development environment or development server with the commands npm run dev. It seems like it has created the local development environment and started it, and now it is going to hopefully open the browser and test it out in the agentic mode. So as you can see, it has launched the browser. So now it is opening the app for the first time, so it is going to take a little bit of time. Localhost 3000. So looks like there is a build error, parsing CSS source code failed. So now it is getting the logs, and hopefully it will move back to the dev environment. So it is Going to move back into the IDE. So now it is getting the logs, and then we will move back to the IDE to see what is happening there. So if you can see here, it has tested, but there is a CSS issue which it has noted. And so now it is going to globals.css and trying to correct the issue. So it has done some changes, and now it is doing tailwind.config.ts changes as well. I've accepted the changes done in globals.css. So it has done some changes now in tailwind.config.ts as well. So it looks like it needs to restart. So it is going to restart the dev server. So it is deleting the cache, and then it is now restarting the dev server. So let's go back to the Chrome browser. So now it is saying, let me test the flow. So it has come to the application, and it is sort of trying what is broken, because the application doesn't seem to be working right, as it is first asking for the quote, first loading lifestyle architecture app, and then loading the gratefulness quote. So then now it is asking my input. So I think it is doing some corrections. So now, as we can see, it is sort of going on to the onboarding, and then showing what are you grateful for today, and it is further testing it out. It has typed something: I'm grateful for this opportunity to build something meaningful. So it is doing the functional testing as well. Now it has clicked next. So what is the primary intention for today? So it will write up something again here. My primary intention is to create a beautiful functional app. How do you want to feel by the end of today? So some nice questionnaire, and the flow is good. It is asking specific questions, and taking the user to the next page, which is how we intend it to be, but the visuals are not seeming right. So hopefully it will find it out and work with us to improve that situation. So now, basis the the flow, it has created your daily affirmation: I am accomplished as I create a beautiful functional app that truly helps people reflect and grow every single day. Manifestation: I'm manifesting create a beautiful functional app. So it has done affirmation and manifestation based on your inputs, like what you are feeling, and what you have input in the earlier questions, which is good. We'll go back, and it needs to do some corrections. So again, it is going to test it out. So it has typed what is required to be tested. Now it will go to the next step, I believe. Yes, so it will move through the flow to see it to be ending smoothly from start to end. That is what it is testing. So it has moved further now. It is creating the affirmation. So it has created this affirmation. So it is saying, excellent, the onboarding flow is working. Let me verify the screenshots to confirm everything is functioning correctly. Welcome screen, question 1. So it has created all these steps: welcome screen, reflection questions 1, 2, 3, then affirmation generation, and progress indicator on top of the screen with check marks, and framer motion transitions, smooth slide animations between steps. but it has not created the design, or maybe the CSS looks to be broken. So I have put this prompt in between so that it will check what is broken with the CSS or why it is not loading correctly. So now it will open the application once more. And it is checking the application. So I have provided a confirmation to take an action here again. It has cleared the storage and loaded the application again. So it is 3 simple questions in 2 minutes. But as we can see, the visuals are not proper. So hopefully it will rectify that. So it is sort of investigating what is the problem with the application currently with the visual design of it. As the CSS seems to be broken here. So it is thinking in these terms and going further into solving the problem. So it has noted few errors there and it is trying to see how it can be solved. So I've confirmed on the next step it wants to take. Now it is further working out on the globals.css, but still the problem is not apparently solved because the button is looking very weird here. So whenever I've worked with Next.js Turbo Pack, it is often coming up with these CSS related problems. So it has a Tailwind 4.1. The issue is with Tailwind version 4. Let me remove the old config and use pure CSS configuration. So now restarting the dev server and let's see if this works out. So it is saying parsing CSS source code failed. There is still a caching issue. So it is clearing the cache and sort of restarting the service. So it is changing the slight sequence of how the files are loaded. So now it has restarted the server. Oh, wonderful. Now the CSS has loaded. And yes, this seems to be the correct or rather better one. So the first one is, what are you grateful for today? And then gratitude, intention, feeling. So much better. So now it is testing the flow completely again. But seems like the good morning and everything is not properly visible. So it is testing the application now. I think tested that CSS is working. But let's see if the welcome screen is working. I will say earlier I couldn't see the welcome screen as the color was washed out, and good morning or the greetings were not properly visible. So seems like it has fixed some of it, but not fully. So I have again asked it to check it. It is agreeing that it is correct, but earlier it did not say that. So once I told it that the color is washed out, then now it is saying yes, it's absolutely right. So it is, the AI is mostly yes man until you say so. So now it is not even loading that welcome page. It is directly going to the dashboard. It has flushed out the local storage, so it started coming. Good morning, let's design your day with intention. Take a moment to reflect on what matters most. But still the light background is making the text not be readable, and the begin reflection button is also not proper. So I think we have two more observations here. So still the gradient background is a bit lighter and the fonts are still mixing up a bit, and the begin reflection button is not loaded with CSS properly, it seems. So let's see if it is able to work this out. So hopefully now this time it will make the background a bit darker. Oh great, so it has created the background with dark purple. So now it has created the background with dark purple color, which is quite soothing. Let's design your day with intention. Take a moment to reflect on what matters most. Answers. So everything seems to be fine, only the begin reflection button is not correct. Can you make the button proper as well? The text is overflowing on the button. So the first landing page is quite nice now, only the button it has to sort of correct. So it is resizing the button now. Hopefully it will work out this time. It has to flush the storage. Again, the begin reflection is button is coming, but still it is not appropriate fully. So it has cleared the local storage again, and now it has loaded the application again, but apparently this button is still not as we need. So it is trying to apply some padding in the button, so that text is not overflowing, but apparently it is not working out due to this tailwind related some issue. So it is applying inline CSS. So yeah, so now it has created a bigger button, which seems to be a little better. We can make it more better eventually as we go. So now it has moved to the dashboard further. Okay, so great. So good morning, let's design your way, blah blah blah, and begin reflection. So I think now it will stop because it has achieved what was needed. Maybe slight more changes it is doing. Okay, with some inline styles it is working, but inline styles are not generally what we should go for. But as we move further into this, so we can try to solve the CSS related problem further. But as of now, it is sort of loading the button properly, so we will go with it, and we will see how the next things are going. What I could see was that if we start the practice by clicking begin reflection, so it is not having padding inside the text box. So we'll say in the question flow input box text, the watermark text and input area is not having any padding and text is near the edge. So fix that. And also fix the button flow button or the buttons or the similar issue which we had on the landing page. So I have given it couple more inputs. So it is now trying to analyze the problem statements and trying to solve them by editing these specific files. So it is now going to test the question flow with all the padding fixes if they are working. So I think they are working, as I could see that. Yeah, it seems to be working. So it's now going to test the flow fully to see if everything is working fine. And then hopefully we can move to the third step of refinement, even though we have done a little bit of refinement here, but to add a little bit more feature, that's what we are going to do next. So it has added, so it is having text validation as well, which is also having a nice animation. So it is saying if we press command plus enter, it will continue. So it is also provided a shortcut for moving into the flow further so that we don't have to touch the mouse. So it is now moving to the next step. So it has clicked the next button and you saw the beautiful animation. And now it is again going to, put the input here. So now it is moved the cursor back into the input box and trying to type something here. As you can see, it is in agentic mode with this blue glow. It has typed something. My intention is to blah blah blah, and now it is asking me to allow it so that it can click next. So it has clicked next. How do you want to feel by the end of today? So now it will again type something and then move to the affirmation part. I want to feel energized and calm. So now hopefully it will move to the complete button. Okay, great. Now it is crafting the affirmation. The affirmation is not having the purple background. So what we will do is we will ask that fix and then we will move to the next step. So now it is changing some things in the file. Oh, great. So it has come to a very nearby color as to the previous screens. So the padding here also is not very good. But the dashboard is sort of not coming properly, it seems. Now let's say we want to, so now as we wanted to add a journal entry and habit tracker, and so we will add another prompt here. So let's create it as a different agent. So we will go to agent manager, and in the lifestyle design app we will click on plus and we will type this here. So in this we are saying make journaling and manifestation tab. The journaling section should have calm minimal text area. The manifestation section must pull from a JSON list of 50 positive affirmation which you generate and put. Proactive enhancement, add a streak counter logic to habit tracker that. So first I am not able to see habit tracker. So add a habit tracker and also add a streak counter logic to the habit tracker that increments every day a user completes their morning ritual. Verification, run the app and show me the recording of the streak counter working. So let's say we have started this further agent here. So now two agents are there. So in this other agent, we can say in the last page, the affirmation and manifestation text area padding doesn't look to be fine. Check that please. So let these two agents work side by side. The other agent will also work. So we can open editor and see it in action. So in this agent, it is doing 3 tasks: journaling tab, manifestation tab, habit tracker, morning ritual, streak counter. So I have clicked accept all. So it is now first creating affirmations.jsons in which 50 affirmations are there, which it will rotate. So as we can see, it has created some nice padding here now, and this looks quite good actually. So we will go back to this. We'll go back to the agent manager, and here it needs our input. We will click confirm. Again confirm. So now two agents are running side by side. As you can see, one is building the new functionality, one is fixing the current problem statements. So this agent is running this particular tab and it's sort of trying to put the text and move to the next state. And let's see what the other side is doing. But it's saying it's creating these specific areas, generally navigation tab, tracker, with counter, morning counter. So now it's creating a tab into this. So the other agent is still testing here, so that it can verify if the full endpoint workflow is working out. So now it is at the fourth stage, and now it's creating information. So it's now creating information. It's created, and now it has like working on my task, created for already. Navigation, working on my task, created already. Alright, so it has created something good. Now the other agent is running. It is trying to. So now other agent is also trying to open the browser. Alright, so I think it has come to the dashboard, and there are already the affirmations and journal here, and there is manifestation also available and habits also available. So it is trying to create an entry, title, and what's on my mind and what is on my mind. So it has added it, and then it clicks close. So it is added as an entry, but this page doesn't feel right. But now it is testing out the manifestation. So library is here, and it is able to cycle through this. I create my own reality through my thoughts and actions. So these are the manifestation things. Here it is habits. It is showing that it will reset in 24 hours, like 23 hour 58 minutes. So we can add a new habit here. So it's quite extensive, habit icons it has put already. But we can also put emoji sort of area where somebody can choose their own emoji, maybe in the enhancements. It is adding drink water, and then probably it will choose the icon as a water droplet. Okay, so it has just created the drink water habit, and now there is a tick mark there. If you click it, it will count it as the habit tracked for the day, and you can see the morning ritual streak is coming as 1. It is shuffling through the tabs, but the overall page is sort of not having padding at all, and it is cornered on the left side, top left side. So we will ask it to fix that so that the dashboard is coming properly. But currently it is in the agent mode, so it is testing. So let's see how it completes that and goes back to the anti-gravity. Okay, so the control has been released. So let's go back here. So it is now showing that it has done the final verification. So it has reloaded the thing. So it has reloaded the dashboard and the application. So journal, manifestation, habits. So the affirmation and the manifestation. So as soon as the new day arrives, so it will refresh, and the new days, in question flow will again come. So that is sort of journaling in its own sense, but there is a separate freehand journal also given, manifestation given, habit tracking given. So it's quite extensive lifestyle architecture sort of app already. So now it is saying I am able to see all the tabs. Let me create a summary of artifacts documenting what was built. On the other agent, let's see how it is going there. It is asking for some confirmation. Let's see I think in this first tab it is creating that. Yeah. So now this is the way you can fast track your workflow. So it is like two devs are working on two different things. One is working here and one is working on that area which is creating enhancements. Now it has confirmed that yes, the padding is correct. It is taking screenshots and it has completed its work. It is just providing summary. Now we can click enter dashboard here and it goes back to the dashboard. But the dashboard page is not coming correctly from the CSS point of view. So the other agent is also completed. So we'll write into that agent. The dashboard page CSS seems to be broken as it's cornered the entire content in top left of the web page. Make it proper. All the buttons should also come properly, which is not working proper currently from styling point of view. So let's say what anti-gravity is saying. So this is investigating the CSS issue. So we will open it in editor so that we can see what is happening properly. So I think we have reached the quota for Claude 4.5. Let's see if we can use another model. So seems like on anti-gravity the quota has gone over. So now what we can do is we can try to work out with Claude code. We can have that extension available here. So we will install this. So I will click on the Claude code icon. All right, so now we will ask it read through the project and help me fix the dashboard where I am seeing the content is cornered into left, top left, and dashboard buttons are also not having proper padding and coming up properly. I've told edit automatically. So now it is checking the project structure and then trying to fix what is broken with this dashboard. Even though it is not broken, just it is the styling, otherwise the application is actually working. So now after some tinkering back and forth with Claude, it was able to solve the hydration problem and then also the padding and buttons related problem on the dashboard page and the various tabs, 3 tabs. So let's go to the browser now where I will show how it is working out. So now we can see dashboard is properly loading in center manner, and then there is a affirmation also coming, and we can see journal entries. So I created these some sample entries, so we can also again try to see Himanshu's third journal entry. So it is storing all the data in the local storage, and as you can see, as soon as I created the title and put tab, so it saved it automatically in the bottom section, and once I sort of put another text, it will update it there. Made the app better today. So click close, and it is able to update the bottom section. Manifestation, we have this area where now earlier it was not showing properly with smaller buttons. Now it is properly showing the library of 50 quotes, 50 affirmations, which is being cycled here. I trust the journey and know that everything unfolds perfectly. If I click new affirmation, it is showing new affirmation. I can copy it, even though copy related text is not coming as a pop-up, but I'm able to copy this and paste it somewhere if I want. And if I want to mark it as favorite, I'll click mark favorite. It is saved here. I radiate positivity and inspire those around me. So in manifestation tab is also working, habit tab is also working. Let's try to create another one. Exercise daily for 30 minutes. So let's click create. It has created this and we can tick it off. So it is 3 by 3 completed and the streak remains 1. As soon as tomorrow we will do these habits again, it will mark the streak as 2. So that is what it is supposed to do. So the reset happens in 23 hours and 19 minutes. So as I started my creative journey, and I started out with my podcast Lifestyle Architecture Lab. So the idea behind that was to design a lifestyle of freedom, intention, and thoughtfulness. So I think this lifestyle architecture kind of app pivots right into that intention of lifestyle designing and lifestyle architecture. So the manifestation part, affirmation, even though they sound a bit cliched, but I think writing down your thoughts and seeing positive affirmations and manifesting what you want to do really helps in your journey. So I think journaling, manifestation habits, this kind of flow is very good in that kind of app. So you may never know, probably I might be moving ahead with this app to create it into a proper app. Right now it is just locally working, but maybe we can put it into a cloud service provider like AWS or GCP. So yeah, so this is the app, and I'm really happy that it turned out well. So in between you saw the real world example of how limit can be breached in the agentic flow, because agent, while testing, it takes a lot of tokens, and that's why I had Claude also. I put that extension and completed this remaining work with Claude, because the model which was working inside the anti-gravity already was Sonnet 4.5. So with Claude as well, it is working with the similar model, so it is able to actually take it up and complete that particular task, by giving it some context. So that's it for the lifestyle architecture app build session. Stop using generic applications for personal growth when you can build your own. This is the philosophy of this channel, idea to execution, using AI to bridge the gap between thinking and doing. Subscribe to Idea to Execution channel for more such build sessions. This is Himanshu Sachdeva, and you keep executing.